Hello everyone, and welcome back to the techystack channel. So today we'll try to explore one more topic, so which we got comment from Mahesh. So here he's saying that I have one Excel file. So rows are dynamic. For example, Excel date row starts from fifth row, and next time it will start from the eighth row. So like that. So how we can do? So basically, what happened now? So he has a one Excel file. So one day the Excel rows will start from some fifth row, and next day it will start from sixth or seventh or might be tenth. We don't know where it will start exactly from there. So as of now, this process I'm taking one Excel file, so let me show that I'm considering here one Excel file. Let me show that data. So I have this file name as company data. So in this I have some specific data. So now we'll try to explore how we can do this. So here one step we need to understand. So where we got, so here it starts from the columns row 7. So now the main simple is the concept is just read this data and check whether this column has blank or not. So like that we can check when this is found related to account, then we need to read the data from that. So let close this file and we'll go back to your studio and we'll try to explore how it will works. So just copy this path and I move back to your part studio. So the first step, so as usual, we need to read that particular range now. For that, I'm using read range workbook. So just drag and drop this read range workbook and update the path. Okay, I don't know sheet name. So let me copy the sheet name. Here, the sheet name is sheet one. Let me update here sheet one. And whatever the data is coming up, so just I will pass into one more variable, which we called Excel data table. And now this is done. The next, so for example, if you want to do some activities, so anyway, if you want to do some activities on this data table, so mandatory, so we should use this for each loop. So that for each loop, just update here for each row in data table, where it is, yeah, for each row in data table, and just check. So which column we need. So before that, we need to update this data. Here Excel data table. Okay, and I'm taking here one if condition. Let me take this if condition. And here we need to check. Let me update here. Current row of 0 dot to string equals to, just go to this Excel file and take this account. So just copy this. Sometimes we might get the spaces like that. So just copy whatever the data is there. So is equals to this. Then just for message box, I will keep this message box. This message box, I will make this as the same thing. So if you want to get this, what is this exact row of this one? No? So we need to check here, update one more small query. Let me update that as well. Current row, well, not this one. Excel data table dot mm, get rows dot index of mm, index of account. Here it's throws this error. So here it should not be the account. If you want to get that particular row, now, so it's need to take the index. For that we need to give here current row. Okay, so if you take this one, so it will give this index one, two, three, and so on. So just we'll check what is the index will come. So based on that, we can add or minus plus two or minus one, whatever it may be, it will work. So now let me close this Excel file. So as of now, the index will be the 7. Okay, from the 7, our data will start. So just check this. I running this automation. Could not be found. Okay, so already I have one more Excel file. I mean, sorry, not Excel, one more XAML file. Let me close that and save and running this one. We'll see how it will work, whether it will work as per the requirement or we need to change any other things going. we need to see that. So moving forward, so it's read the data and it's just check the condition, all the conditions. When I check here, current row of 0.to string, it might be get the value is blank or it have the some data. So let me check this. So now I will update here. So when you check, so I got this account. Okay. Now I will step into it will give this index as well. So you can see this for this index is 4. So just check where it starts from everything. So we need to grab that as well. So based on that, already I told you now. So if you want, we can increase or might be the decrease. It will work. So for better, we can go with another alternate method. So let me stop this automation. Just I will take one more as an activity. In this as an activity, I will give this as temp, tempro or whatever it may be. So I'm taking here as tempro. So every time it starts from 0, no? You can take here 1. So let me take it as 1. Okay, and change this variable type here, tempro. This should be the integer, then only it will work. And you can increment this one here. Just update tempro plus 1. And I'm taking this message box and I will update here. Or else just update everything here itself. I will just let me remove these things. Tempro dot to string, because if it is both in string then only it will work. So string and integer we should not, I mean, should not allow to concatenate both the things. So now I'm stopping this, already it is stopped in status. So let me go to that Excel file and I will change this some small thing there. Let this it should be in input files, company data, and what I'm updating now, just I will take this one and remove from here. So previously we got that particular thing. Now I just removed one row of here. So now the row starts from the 6. So just we'll check that. So this is one of the method there. We have the multiple methods. So we can do that. But when you see this, this is one of the good approach which we can do this. So now just check. Okay, this should be on the else condition. So if you not keep in else condition, then it won't give that. So let me open this else condition and increment discount. Let's put it here. And inside already I have this one data now. So tempo dot to string, current row of 0 dot string. I will give one column just for references, identifications. We'll make here row data. Okay, let me run this again. So still, if you have any doubts, not only this concept, so if you have any other concepts, you can try to comment on the comment section. So I will try to do video on that as soon as possible. Sometimes it might take late. Don't be on that. So definitely I will do the video on whatever you are giving the comments. So now you can just check. So current row data is 4. Let me check what is the tempo here. Tempo is 4. But something, but here our having the data is on the 6th one, na? So this one 5 and 6. Okay, maybe it's not reading from this one. I think it's skipping these empty rows. So because of, but anyway, we got this concept now. So it's every time it starts from where it starts, we need to get the one unique identification reference. For example, if you see as of now, it is the account. It might be in future, it might be the change or might not be. Just check whether it is standard or not. Or else you can take any from this. You can take account number line or account line name or account type, so you can take anything. One is the mandatory references to identify where the column has been started. I mean, where the row has started.